Hi Kings and Queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. In today's episode, I will show you exactly why I do believe the market now on Bitcoin and on Ethereum could potentially have the start to become a uptrend, the bulls taking over, whatever you want to call it. But I'll show you exactly why this Fibonacci is so important and why we could potentially see the market breaking to the downside a little bit more and then see the push to the upside. The same thing happening on Ethereum. And I will also go down to the 4-hourly chart and tell you exactly why we can come back down to the demand zone. Remember that I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you exactly why I do believe that Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's on its way to create a new all-time high. We're looking at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. What we can see is that the market did break the resistance trend line. The last lower high that we did have was around 42,400. We're taking a Fibonacci from the last low from 36,178 to the next higher high at 46,776. That gives us the Fibonacci levels at 61.8% that we are right now retesting at 40,340. So this level or this demand zone that we do have between 38,400 and 37,600. This is where we could potentially see the market bounce to, and then you see the market creating the first higher low either from the Fibonacci level or the demand zone, and that could be the push to the upside. If this is the case, this is long-term targets, but this could definitely be the beginning of the bullish market. Target 1 is 49,400, target 2 is 54,700, and target 3 is 59,700. We just need to let the market having the momentum to the downside just for a couple of days or so, and then we can see the market breaking to the upside on Bitcoin, as long as we're holding ourselves above this demand zone, and that could be where we see the push to the upside again. Okay, so we can go deeper into why the market could potentially break to the upside from this level. So if we're just going back in time on the weekly chart on Bitcoin, if we're dragging another Fibonacci from a last low to a last higher high, you can see that this Fibonacci is exactly combined to the one that we do have right now. I just wanted you to understand that the level that we are right now retesting to where we are now, this is a super strong level that we do have since before too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually just see the market now coming back down a little bit and then you see the retest continuation. But I'll show you exactly on the lower time frames what's happening, and we can see the market obviously on the weekly chart. We did break the resistance trend line, and by just following the rules when it comes to trading, it's supposed to create a higher low and then push to the upside. So the weekly chart is really important now, guys. So going to the daily, you can obviously see that we did create lower lows, lower highs for a couple of weeks, but that is only because on the weekly chart this is a pullback that we can see, because the overall picture now is that if we're not breaking obviously the support and see potential retest and continuation, because obviously everything can happen, but the three weeks that we've been bearish, this is only the pullback that we've seen after the break of structure that we did have a couple of weeks ago. Break of structure because we broke the previous lower high. Now the market needs to retrace back to create a higher low for then have the push to the upside. So this is really important for us now, and I didn't think about this. I actually saw this morning of the video that I did send to TikTok, the one that you saw before I explained all of this. So now you can already see that the market is breaking. So everything that we see right now below this other resistance trend line, this is just the pullback, and we did break the pullback a couple of days ago, or on Friday I think it was, a couple of days ago, and we did break down of the Fibonacci levels, because these two Fibonacci levels that we do have at 40,300 and 41,570, that is the weekly Fibonacci levels. But usually because it is the Fibonacci levels on the higher time frames, you can see the distance is very huge, and that is why you usually see the market consolidate in between these levels, and then you see the push to the upside, because this is what we do expect. But one of the things things that also can happen is that we see the market bouncing back down to the demand zone for just a last push, and then you see the market breaking to the upside. We're breaking the Fibonacci. You come back down and retest the 50 or 61%, and then you see the continuation to the upside, because we are looking at the higher time frame. So everything will eventually, it will take time, because that's just how it is, you know, guys. And on the lower time frames, you'll see, if we see the market continue back down, this is only the last push of potentially that we can see. We just might break the demand zone also, and with a fake out, and then potentially a retest from above, and that could be the real move. If we see the market coming back down to 37,600, 700, this is where it's really important for us to start to look at buy positions, because if the market breaks these levels and you see the market giving us the sign, we can buy, or I can buy the market here, and then I know for sure if this is happening, and especially if it then come back up and retest the Fibonacci levels, we have, or I have, the lowest price right here to buy the market. Because if we now see the market is pushing to the upside, we know for sure the market needs to break the all-time high and create another all-time high, even if it takes some time, and it's a lot of things that will happen in between before we're even doing that. This is the weekly chart, and the beginning of next week that we do have tomorrow, you just might see the market continuing being bearish. But we know, because we know, guys, that if we see the market trying to break the level, we see the close inside or above the demand zone again, this is a sign that we are continuing to the upside, and the bullish market, the uptrend, whatever you want to call it, is on its way. If we're looking on the lower time frames now, you can see the market in a pullback, because if we're dragging a fib from high to the low, we came back up and retested the Fibonacci levels right here, that we did expect a lower high to be created. And can you also see how the minus 0.75 and minus 1.2 is also combined with the higher time frames demand candle that we do have on the weekly chart? So I would not be surprised, guys, now if we see the market actually having to push down to the demand zone, and then we see the market breaking to the upside. And guys, don't forget that on Bybit you can also receive a bonus up to $4,100 by using the link in the description down below the video. You're supporting Bitcoinsensus, you are supporting me by doing that, so don't forget to claim the bonus up to $4,100 in the description down below the video. Exact same thing, I'm just gonna do a quick one on Ethereum. You can see the market broke the last lower high that we did have around 3,050. We're taking a fib from last low to next high. You can see that we are retesting the market's Fibonacci levels that we do have around 2,993 and 2,874. From this level, you just might see the market breaking, but then you see the market slowly breaking to the upside. If this is the case, the target that I do have is 3,742. It is 4,255 and potentially 4,720. But if this is the case, obviously, guys, we already know that if we see the market now breaking to the upside overall, we need to break this previous all-time high and then see the market creating a new all-time high. And this is the good thing, because at that point you have already bought the market down here. You see the market is pushing to the upside. This is exactly what I see now, guys. I'm not surprised if this is going to happen, but obviously everything can happen. You just might also see the market coming back down to the support one more time that we do have around 2,510. Market could potentially now come back down to this level, retest the support again, and then you see the bounce back up. If this is happening, I'm still going to use the weekly Fibonacci, because this Fibonacci is really important, guys. So if we see the market coming back down to the support, I can almost guarantee that you'll see the market retesting the 50 and 61%, and then you see the market creating the push to the upside to create new all-time highs in a long-term target, guys. So this is obviously long-term target. Looking at the charts now, you can still see the market creating. So this is the pullback that we're looking at now. The downtrend at the moment is a pullback. We did also break it. You saw the market came back down and retested 3K, and this is the 50% Fibonacci. On the lower time frames now, the market is consolidating, and the same thing that we do have on Bitcoin. We're taking a fib from last high to the low. We are retesting this level and could potentially see a bounce back down, and it wouldn't surprise me either, because you just might see the market have to retest the higher time frames Fibonacci a little bit more before you see the push to the upside. If we are seeing the market now breaking to the downside from this level, target 1 is 2,964, target 2 is 2,900, and potentially 2,844, because usually what happens is that the market is breaking the 61.8% in the uptrend. You see the market then giving you the fake out to the downside, and everyone think the market will continue to go down. But in this case, and we see the market now starting to break to the upside, we know that because we're using the high time frames Fibonacci as a tool or as a confirmation that tells us a clue that the market is actually on its way up. So if we see the market now pushing back down, we see the market giving us we are taking take profit 3, and then you start to see the market creating higher highs and higher lows. That is definitely for me a sign that we are breaking to the upside again on Ethereum and on Bitcoin. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. I do hope you enjoy it. It's the first time I think I've ever been speaking about the market is on its way to the upside. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you always know when I am live or having my daily updates. Don't forget to comment, and I want to know, do you agree with me, or what do you right now see on Bitcoin or on Ethereum? I hope that you had a great holiday. In Sweden we say glad påsk, and we see each other later. Have a good day from Sweden.